If God is perfect, then he doesn't change. Do you know that's the reason that God doesn't change? He's perfect. He's been right from the very beginning, even though he has no beginning. He doesn't need to change. You can't improve on perfection. So if God is perfect, then he doesn't change. But if God did change, and his changes were based upon changes that were happening in our culture, then he wouldn't really be God, would he? Because he'd be taking his cues from us. He'd be looking down at us saying, like, how do I need to change to keep up with these guys? And if God changed based upon our views and values, and if God and his values always perfectly lined up with the evolving views and values of our society, wouldn't it be rational to conclude that God is simply a projection of our own consciousness? We're simply inventing a God and projecting our own values onto him and then saying, well, God believes these things, so I can believe them too. We're creating a God who has the exact values we want him to have, and then we're using that God as a justification for our lifestyle. Here's the reality. God is perfect, so he doesn't change. Here's what else we know. Societies and cultures do change. Therefore, logically, God and his values will not always line up with society. You need to understand this as a Christian. You need to understand this when people say things like, we need an updated version of Christianity. We need a more tolerant version of Christianity, a more compassionate version, a version of Christianity that works in 2020. The assumption there is that our culture and our society is better than God. We've advanced further than God, so God should be taking his cues from us, rather than recognizing the obvious. Oh man, we're getting a long way from God. We're getting a long way from perfect. So write this down. If God is truly God, then he is perfect. And if God is perfect, he will never need to change. Our society's values change. Therefore, if God is truly God, his values will not always align with our society's values. They won't. Get used to it. Haven't really lined up for 2,000 years. Probably not going to start happening anytime soon.